Shalom, call halal, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kwadash, devil honors the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word, the truth, and the sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. The Aquath that are listening, learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000, the 1/3, the hopeful elect of Israel, the brother/elder. Shalom and salutations to you all. This is a World War III daily update. Okay. Jeremiah 51 and 46. Unless your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. A rumor shall both come 1 year. After that, in another year shall come a rumor and violence in the land, ruler against ruler. Let's read that again, because this one says what? Approaching forces, right? When a report, right? What is this? We're talking about war here, right? Let me give you an example real quick. All right. When you read Joel, Salakia, what is that? When you read Joel 3 and 2, okay, I will gather all the nations and bring them down in the valley of Jehoshaphat. There I will enter into the judgment. It doesn't read the same. Let's read it in the KJV. Okay. I will also gather all nations and bring them down. Now, when you read this right here in the NLT, it reads, I will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Jehoshaphat. That reads different, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Yeah, the nations, it's the same thing. But look, this is about war, right? So who's going down there? I will gather what? The armies of the world. Can you get that out of this? Okay, so when you attach that to this, Rev 19, I'm off on a tangent real quick, but bear with me. Rev 19 and 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their, who? The kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to what? This is that same thing back in Joel. Who? And their army. All the kings, first the beast, the NATO and the EU, and all the kings, Elon, whoever has a small army, the fucking Count of Monte Cristo, right? Contracted Blackwater. No, I'm kidding. I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse. See, this is war. How do you make war without your army? Ask the children of Israel. Well, their army is right here. Boom. Right. You understand? So, now back to where we were. I kind of went off, but more importantly, right, is the mention of their armies. Okay? Because you can get lost right up there. Oh, the beasts and the kings of the earth. Right? How are they going to make it? Well, they ain't going to make war without their armies. Because once their armies are taken down, then these guys are neutralized. That's the point. Okay? Their armies is the point. Where was that? Let me go back to that real quick. Okay? Lest your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. Okay? But do not panic. Don't be afraid when you hear the first rumor of approaching force. See how different that rings? Their armies. That reads differently. Let not your heart faint and be not fearful at the report heard in the land. When a report comes in 1 year afterward, a report of what? Violent? What kind of violence? Well, with them approaching, when you see tanks, right? And infantrymen following and preceding those tanks. Or what are approaching forces? The robot armies. Niggas in exoskeleton. I mean, come on. You don't get that out of this, right? This kind of brings it into, cowardly. Don't be afraid. When you see them troops coming in like a flood, see, that changes everything. Anyway, here we are. It's about war and these armies. Russian bridge to Crimea, which is supposed to be a big red line. Don't fuck with Crimea, nigga. We took it back fair and square years ago, and if you fuck with it, it's cracking. So we could see some tacticals very soon. So this is Al Jazeera. Gonna let her talk for a minute. It's only 5 minutes. I've talked way.
Russia says all options are on the table in response to recent attacks by Ukraine. The Kremlin has confirmed a bridge that was bombed in Crimea has now reopened.
Okay, and that's the news. Yesterday.
And says the strike caused no.
See, and there's the rumor. Did the attack cause damage or did it cause no damage? There's the rumor. See that? This isn't war and rumors of war. This is ruler against war. This is ruler against ruler. Let's see.
Russia says all options are on the table in response to recent attacks.
God damn it, Esau. This fucking devil, man. Damn devil.
Russia says all options are on the table in response to recent attacks by Ukraine. The Kremlin has confirmed a bridge that was bombed in Crimea has now reopened. Moscow has accused Kyiv of attempted attacks on Russian infrastructure and says the strike caused no damage. The bridge is used to supply Russian forces. Russia's defense ministry says its forces have captured 2 more settlements in Ukraine. Let's bring in Yulia Shapovalova. She joins us from...
What's true? Rumor, speculation. Okay. Oh, we opened the bridge up in the day, nigga, nothing. Got frogmen down there right now.
So what have we been hearing from the Kremlin about this?
Well, if we talk about the official reaction, then Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov has confirmed that Ukraine indeed tried to attack the construction supporting the Crimean bridge, the Kerch bridge, rather. Its name is, according to Peskov, nothing was damaged and that Ukraine continues to attack peaceful infrastructure. But Russia is taking all the necessary precautions to prevent such attacks in the future. While Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov has also commented on the Ukrainian attack, saying that Russia demands that the UK and the US react appropriately in order to put an end to further escalation, and it's up to the Russian Defense Ministry to make a decision of how to react to the attacks, and all the options are on the table, as you mentioned that. So yesterday, on Tuesday, June the 3rd, the Ukrainian Security Service, SBU, said that the bridge had been attacked with more than a ton of explosives. Earlier on June the 1st, Ukraine also attacked Russian airfields, housing strategic bombers capable of carrying nuclear weapons. Pro-war bloggers called the operation the Russian Pearl Harbor, while opposition activists have said that the comparison is historically not accurate, as initially it was Russia which attacked Ukraine in the first place. And many here agree that it's been a severe blow to Russia's intelligence services and a severe image loss for Russia's military. But as we can see, despite Kyiv continues to insist on peace talks, while Russia sees it as a new round of escalation.
Okay, that's Yulia Shapovalova bringing us the very latest from Moscow. Many thanks, Yulia. Peter Zalmayev is Executive Director of the Eurasia Democracy Initiative, and he joins us now from...
So
attack by Ukraine. I mean, it certainly lifted morale in the country, but how concerned are you about Russia's retribution and that bringing a new escalation in this war?
We already know what this is.
Well, Ukraine does not need to stage any spectacular attacks on Russia's nuclear, carrying aircraft in order to expect retaliation. Retaliation, as you know, happens in Ukraine on a daily basis. And having said, obviously, this was sui generis. This was quite an amazing event, as we've been discussing. It's been quite a strike, quite a blow to Vladimir Putin's self-esteem as well. And so
look at that dude. What is he wearing around his neck? Look at this dude. He's on some Zelensky-ish.
Yes, there will be retaliation. Hungarian party, and that's pretty much all of Russia. But I'm talking about
the chariot. What is that? All right. Yeah. It's kind of out there. Oh, what am I doing? All right. So it's going to freeze up. Well, it says Kremlin says Ukrainian attack on Crimean bridge caused no damage and bridge continues to function. So, wow. Anyway. Yeah. Is what it is. Rumors. Look at all these rumors. Let's go back. Jeremiah 51:46. But do not panic. Don't be afraid when you hear the first rumor of approaching forces. Okay? For rumors will keep coming year by year. Violence will erupt in the land as leaders fight against each other. Let's look at this rumor right here. China. China will invade Taiwan soon. That's been being pushed around the last few days. Look at this. See? 3 days. Imminent. Look at this. China will invade Taiwan soon. How is this all adding up? 4 days. 3 days. 3 days ago, they were pushing this hard. And it's popping up right. They're not hiding it right now. I'd never see this. 10, preparing for war, the real reason. China sent warships to Australia 10 days ago. 3 months, 8 months, a year, 6 hours. China-Taiwan tensions live. War begins. China to invade Taiwan. Chinese jets roar right now, or 6 hours ago. See? Beijing's final move. What's going on right now? All right, so is this rumor? Is this propaganda? Right?
The iPhone could finally be dead.
Slovakia. It was real quick. I could go right to Xi Jinping and what's this nigga's name? Klaus Schwab.
To add, deterring China as it intensifies military pressure on the self-ruled island. If these sales do ramp up, they could ease concerns over Trump's future commitment to Taiwan, but also add new friction to an already tense US-China ties. According to unnamed US officials cited by Reuters, US arms sales to Taiwan over the next 4 years could surpass those during Trump's previous term. Taiwan's presidential office says Taipei is committed to strengthening its self-defense and increasing military deterrence.
This ain't shit. They ain't finna war begin. This is clickbait. Anyway, so rumor. Here we go. Rumors will keep coming year by year. All right, let's read that again. Jeremiah 51:46 in the NLT. But do not panic. Don't be afraid when you hear the first rumor of what? Of approaching force. They're coming. China's about to invade Iran. There it is. War begins. China-Taiwan tension. That's it. China to invade Taiwan. That's the rumor right there. Jets roar. Chinese jets roar, nigga. They on their way. It's a rumor. Don't panic. Don't be afraid when you hear the first rumor of approaching forces. For rumors will keep coming year by year. Violence will erupt in the land as leaders fight against each other. Anyway, we'll end it right there. Just a little update. The Chinese are acting like they're attacking now. Stay prepared, all right? With that, we hope the electorate edified. So.